Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cameron House Marina. My name's Ruben Mercer, I'm the sales manager here at Marine Sales Scotland. Finding hen's teeth is probably a little bit easier than finding yourself an F34. Thankfully, we've done the hard part for you. So this is a 2006 model. She was built in 2006, commissioned 2007. Real good condition inside. We only had one previous single loving, caring owner. Now Stan Prosser, the company director, sold her brand new to the previous owner. She has been in the sea at Kip Marina, was taken out every winter and stored in an indoor storage facility. Now the previous owners were coach operators effectively. So they took her out every winter, serviced her, both the legs and the engines, anti-fouled her, did a machine polish, and my lord, I tell you, she is absolutely gorgeous. Now really good healthy spec aboard her. So we have reconditioned all of the teak back here, not that it needed it anyway, but you know how we like to present our boats. Now we've got snap davits for the tender here, for a tender if you want to get one, a reboarding ladder, and then just off to the port side behind this door you've also got a transom hot and a cold faucet for the onboard shower if you're brave enough to go swimming. So the aft cockpit, really sociable design, loads of floor space as well. You can see, I've just showed you, I do like this, I always I don't fantasize about it, but I rave about it on Sealines, how you can tuck the canopies up into the mould here. So we've done one, you can see the other one there, but it just makes the deck so much less, well, it makes it so much more clutter free really is the word that I'm looking for. Now this aft section here, you can actually press a button and you can move it all the way back, so you can extend it. You can see where the grooves are in the teak there, and you can actually extend that back by about 2 to 3 feet. And what that does is that gives you a huge area for entertaining in here. There is a table that is stored underneath this, or on top of this, and once you've got the table down, why not get 2 or 3 directors' chairs out here, bring the party outside for a bit. Then when the weather does close in or it gets a little bit colder at night, well, you've got those glass sliding patio doors, just jump straight in there. Now if it does get a little bit cold, well, not to worry, because we do have diesel heating. It's an Everspacker system and there is a vent for it out here. Underneath, that is where the engines live. I'll show you that at the end of the tour. But I think my favourite part of any flybridge is the flybridge. Well, imagine that. Let's take a look. So you get a superb view from up here. Now at the back you can see that Raymarine track vision, satellite dome for the televisions. You've also got a radar there. Plenty of space for all the friends and family to get up here when the sun's out and relax, unwind, top up the tan, and then you've got a triple helm station. Now the wheel is slightly off-centered to the starboard side, but only ever so slightly. You can see there that's bang on middle, and we're just slightly off. So everything that's here is repeated downstairs in the helm. Now what do we have? Well, we've got twin electronic controls. You've got your trim there, electric trim tabs, a bow thruster, your horn, electric windlass. There's a VHF that lives there as well. I've got that downstairs. We've also got Raymarine auto helm, and then your Raymarine C70. That is a radar with chop plotting and GPS capabilities as well. If you want to go old fashioned though, why not? You've got a map case tucked away in there. The stereo, well, you've got 2 speakers for it, so you can bring the party up top. And then there is, of course, a full flybridge cover. Lovely. Little touches like the Sealine logo being embossed onto each of the seat rests. It's just one of the things that made this brand so popular, so world renowned, and so loved by all of the owners. You've got a full walk round capability. All you need to do is zip up both sides of the canvas here and here. It is quite wide, high guardrails as well going out, but I think what probably makes flybridges so popular, one is the flybridge, but two is the glass sliding patio door. So what I've just done there It's not quite magic, I've opened and shut a door, but what that gives you is the capability to come down here in all weather. So yes, it might be blowing a gale, but it's just like being inside a house. You can close the doors across, shut yourself off from any of the bad weather, relax, unwind with friends, do whatever it is you want to do in the water. Right, so the saloon is finished with almond Prima suede leather. We have, to the carpets, well, it's the ivory carpet upgrade. So a really plush and light interior with those huge panoramic windows as well. There's loads of natural light pouring into here. So off to the starboard side, we've got L-shaped seating and a very well varnished table. Everyone who's sat down here at Eyeline has windows of the view. So yes, you're inside, but you can also bring that outside in. Now this section here, yep, it's a double seat, but you can also pull that across. The table folds away. Well, not folds away, you just remove the table and you can turn this into another berthing area. I'll show you that now. Lovely. So what happens is the backrest for this here is fixed, but it's the actual unit down below that you can just pull across, like the Sealine F34s, if any of you have been on them before or seen them. And how we work this is this chest underneath, you can see you could store plenty of items under there, but what it's purposely designed for, and you can see how the whole structure works, you just fold them back into place like that, really nice and simple. But what I'll do is I'll get this away and we'll move on with the rest of the tour. Lovely. Now, entertaining at night, so yes, it's ideal. You've got overspill seating there, you can sit in the saloon and watch a television, flat screen television there, which has satellite connectivity. But what you can also do is, when I had this over here, this berth filler, you could just sit here and use it as a lounging area. Put your feet up, relax, unwind with a drink, watch a television. Really versatile, and the number of different setups cater to every single occasion. For those of you who haven't been on a Sealine before, now I won't go off on a tangent about it, but the quality of finish on the woodwork, on the joinery, on all of the upholstery, just in the general build quality, is second to none. The Rolls Royce of boats during their peak, unrivaled quality. So, the saloon, not the saloon, the galley, I know this. Twin gas burners, I mean, look at them. Have they ever been used? Probably not. Well, they probably have been, but they don't look very used at all. Then you've got a spotless gas oven, both gas, so you can fire them up anywhere. Slide that along, extends your galley, maybe decapitates the two guests sitting there, forget about them. So what you can do is you can just take any pots or pans that are hot, steaming hot, boiling, and you can just set them on that. It's heat proof. And directly underneath that, we do have the fridge with freezer compartment. 2 ice boxes there for you, or ice packets, but a nice clean looking fridge freezer. You can always tell a lot about the condition of a boat, in my opinion, judging by the state of the fridge, and that speaks volumes for itself. We've got twin sinks, his and hers, if you want to play that game. We've got recess storage in here with, you can see, a barrier, so if you do encounter any tough seas, and I'm sure the boat will deal perfectly fine with them, everything stays in place. More storage underneath there, and there is storage underneath each of the seats here as well. So starting at the helm then, we've got a radio telex weatherman, your electrical switchboard, and a great view out over the helm. So you don't need to arch forward, just by naturally sitting back you can really see the bow and very far beyond. The windows are wide enough and tall enough for you to get a great view. There's no peering round bends, peeking over corners, nice and simple, straightforward. So we've got a Raymarine C70, that's a radar with chart plotting and GPS capabilities. We've got Raymarine Auto Helm series, speed on this one, depth here, your electronic control. You've got your VHF speaker down here, and that is a handheld remote for it also. So you've got electric trim tabs, bow thruster, anchor winch, and the boat is done just over 529 hours. I think it's 530 hours actually. Lovely. Now let's look at the accommodation. So down in this corridor to the forward, we've got the forward master. In here we have the midship VIP, and then off to the port side we have the heads. Now let's start here. So we've got a pump flush toilet. It's a sea toilet with a waste tank. We've also got our hot and cold sink. Now the faucet, you just pull out, clip onto there, turn this into a wet head. We've got loads of storage for shampoo. I don't know what type of things you take with you. You've got a razor point up there as well. I'm probably talking to the likes of soap, shampoo, toothbrushes, toilet roll, that sort of thing. And then you've got more storage underneath in this area here. Jack and Jill doors, as you would expect on a Sealine. Now the thing with Jack and Jill doors is that if you've got two families, let's say you have a family up here and then you've got another family with some overspill in the saloon, well, it means that the two of you can access the heads without encroaching on each other's space during the night. Just a little privacy thing, but it really, you know, makes miles of difference if you are weekending on this boat with friends, with family, with the dog, whoever. So a beautifully appointed, very palatial feeling forward master cabin. So we've got plenty of storage in all these lockers here, all these lockers as well. We've got his and hers hanging locker storage. There is access to the Jack and Jill head. We've also got these little storage units, again finished off with chocolate effect, really nice and spacious and deep. And then a beautiful island berth. You can walk about a third of the way around the bed, really wide. Again, just a little over 6'2" worth of length there as well. You've got diesel heating vents that come down in here. And when we close this off, there is a mirror that makes the room feel double the size. Also, what that gives you is just a general feeling of space. But I mean, you can see all the windows are shut here. Sorry, not the windows, all the doors are closed, but it looks really nice and airy. Superb. Right, next up, so you've got full standing headroom when you go in. You've got a recessed shelf area there for storage. You've also got another storage locker in here. And I like how Sealine just put these mirrors on the back of the doors, makes the rooms feel a lot more spacious. We've got blinds for absolutely everything. A little overspill seat here. And then what about that for a midship cabin? Loads of space, a diesel heating vent up there. I actually think that that is probably slightly larger than the forward master. But they've stepped the hull, as you can see, or the mould, so you can sit up and read at night. Or also what I'm doing right now is I'm sitting in that overspill seat. And it is quite comfy. But no, a beautifully appointed cabin. Really nice and clean. Real airy feel with that almond primer suede upholstery. Finally, just to show you the Eberspacher control for the diesel heating unit. Flat screen television there as well. I think all there really is to do now is to show you the engine. Well, there's two of them, engines, they live underneath here. I'll show you that now. She's powered by twin Volvo Penta D4 225s. So that's 450 horsepower for those of you who don't have a calculator nearby. And you always get a spotless engine bay like this on an F34. I don't know what it is, but hey, I'm not complaining. So you've got your actuator over to the starboard side there. There is another one on the port side, and you can see loads of space for storage. Again, absolutely immaculate. And down below is one of the tube heaters for frost protection. So if you do want to keep your boat in over the winter, well, let's be honest, it is Scotland here, so it does get cold from time to time. It's always a handy thing to have. So let's finish up on the flybridge. An amazing day here. Let's hope it sets the precedent for the rest of the summer. why not come down and see us here at Cameron House Marina? I'm Ruben from Marine Sales Scotland, where fun in the water begins.